Update: I, 50F, introduced a girl to my son, 25M, while he was in a situationship. https www.reddit.com/r/relationshipadvice/comments/13vxuzzle/I50fintroduced a girl to my son 25 while he was UTM source equals share in UTM medium equals Android app and UTM name equals Android CSS and UTM term equals 1 and UTM content equals share button. So I wasn't prepared to give an update cause I was ready to sit back and just remain cordial. But my daughter decided to tell my husband. For those asking, my husband is a present father but he is always away from town. Which is why we are more comfortable than the average family in town. Anyways, my husband came back early and he was not happy. I was out when he came back but he threw my son out. He said that he expected real change from him before he is allowed back. When I got back my son already packed his essential and left. My husband have to leave tomorrow. But my son is already texting me saying that it was heartless of us and so on. I'm not sure what to do now but my husband told me to just take care of the house and he will handle this away from town. My daughter was very supportive of my husband and has been screaming at my son whenever he comes knocking. As much as I love how much my family has tried to support me, but I feel like my family's torn apart. I never wanted to have my son kicked out and never wanted such discord in my family. If there's a positive outcome, I will update again and soon hopefully, but for now, I've prepared a small amount of cash for my son till he can find a way to stand on his own. And I would like to thank all of you lovely people who left such nice comments. But I'm not sure if I could have fully conveyed the nuances of my situation 100% fairly. You said in your original post he was always buying her luxury gifts, so it sounds like he's perfectly capable of paying for an apartment. Sounds like he'll be fine. I suspect that a lot more has occurred that is not being reported. If that is the case, I applaud the father and sister for protecting Op. We preach every day on Reddit that spouses need to stand up for each other. And he did. Additionally, I find it telling that both the sister and father spoke up. It makes me wonder if Op has allowed a lot of disrespect and poor behavior from her son. Based on what is written, Op has not done anything bad. Her own son did not claim the situationship. He took the number for another woman and then blamed it on his mom. He could have shut that down immediately but chose not to mention it. Now, he is allowing his partner to verbally attack his mom? That behavior would be shut down immediately in my house. And that person would not be welcome. Secondly, Op has a right to be concerned about her son spending lavishly on this person when he still lives at home. She didn't sign up to subsidize the son and his girlfriend's lifestyle. Totally fine if the GF chooses to explore being an influencer. But they shouldn't expect Op family to pick up the slack financially for it. They need to move out and pay their own way. I suggest you don't offer him financial support. As cruel as this may sound, his GF sounds like she's with him because he gives her luxury gifts. And if you give your son cash now, he'll think that you will continue to financial support him while he blows all high. And your money on his GF. Take away mommy and daddy support and the GF will probably ditch him soon afterwards. It might be the reality check that your son needs. Your husband did right because your son allowed his girlfriend to disrespect you multiple times without doing anything, and it's unacceptable. I hope he will think seriously of the situation, get the good sense go back to him. I hope he realized that no woman is worth over a mother like you. So don't help him with money in any ways or he will think you will accept anything just to get closer to him and don't learn from it. Your husband stand up for you. He know what he is doing, so don't ruin everything by going behind his back or you will have tensions with him either. Your son need to grow up and don't allow anyone to trouble the interaction he have with his family for such stupid reasons, and let a girl disrespect his mother. Trust your husband way. Talk with your daughter if you need it for support and let time make his work. Why did he kick him out? What am I missing? Why was son thrown out? Your husband figured if his son has enough money to buy lavish gifts for his GF, then he has enough money to rent his own place. Don't worry. As soon as son cannot afford lavish gifts, she will drop him for someone who can. Welp, I guess we know where the money for the luxury gifts were coming from. Note how Op mentioned about giving her son money. So, to summarize, 1. The son was mooching off the parents to buy exotic stuff for his GF. 2. The son was also living rent-free at his parents' at the age of 253. The GF, who is an influencer, was downright hostile towards Op in her own house because Op had the audacity to give her son's number to someone else while the GF was stringing him along for. Both OP's husband and her daughter see the son and the GF for what they truly are. But Op is blind and willing to be taken advantage of by both her son and the GF. I am willing to bet $100 that now that the son can mooch no longer, the GF will move along to the next lucrative target. 25. Living with his parents. Allowing his girlfriend to disrespect you. He deserved to get kicked out. Your son is a man-baby who is dating a pretty gold digger because she has eyes on his inheritance. Your daughter and husband are treating him how he should be treated, a homeless loser. I don't understand why he kicked your son out. You don't mention anything wrong about him. Or is it because he doesn't stand up to defend you? Do not give your son money. Terrible idea. While generally your son and his GF are wrong here, I do want you to explore your responsibilities. As a parent, someday you and your husband will die. Your son will need to take care of himself then and make these choices and be able to tell what type of people others are. If you give your son cash, you are failing him as a mother. You keep sheltering him from the outcomes of his choices and he will never learn. Imagine he's 40 and loses all his money to a scam because you never let him grow and learn from his mistakes. If you loved your son, let him make this mistake and learn. This is actually a very safe and controlled situation. It's not very high stakes. This is your chance to step up and be better. Don't give him the money. Yeah, the audacity of his girlfriend to get mad at your husband and treat you like this in your own home is beyond ridiculous. Your husband did the right thing. Your son had to basically impress and buy his girlfriend. She will dump him when she finds someone she thinks is better. Your son needs to learn the hard way regarding respect. He had it pretty good, so he shouldn't be biting the hand that fed him and supported his lifestyle all this time. You husband did the right thing. This girl is literally going to leave his ass now because he doesn't mommy and daddy money anymore. Like she was evaluating her options and taking luxury gifts from multiple guys during the situationship. Oh, your son is in for a rude awakening. Just let it all play out. Stop being a pushover from your son. He needs a kick in the ass. No, mama. He is a grown-ass man who has money to spend on luxury gifts for this influencer. Then he has enough money to pay his own way. Hell, he won't have as much to spend on her, so this might be the way to get rid of her for good. She's rude and disrespectful to you. In your home, let your son sink or swim. I must have missed a step. The story goes from less than original post: my son is dating a girl and the girl doesn't like me. She doesn't like me because I tried to set my son up with a girl. And then a bunch of other words to add flavor to the story. Then this post starts. Well, my son was kicked out and now I feel bad about breaking up my family. Like, when was the son getting kicked out even brought into this? WTF? His girlfriend wants the entire family to treat her like a queen just because she's an influencer, and your husband is not letting that happen, and I highly respect him for that. She needs to be humble. Did I miss something? What did your son do? Sometimes people have to realize that they can't walk all over people and still live off them. I know you love your son, but it's not heartless to have go out on his own and make his own way. He will deal with his GF until he realizes she's awful, and then he will come back to you as a more grown-up and mature adult. I think with the newfound financial struggle your son will be in, he'll realize he can't give those kinds of gifts to his girlfriend, and soon enough, his girlfriend will dump him. That's how I see it play out. I don't understand why his girlfriend was very cold towards you for introducing a girl to your son when she was actively seeking out other guys. It could have been something that y'all could have talked it out, and it was blown out of proportion. Wish you the best, and hopefully your son comes around.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.